Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Monday updates, beginning of the week updates. We're here with Cynthia
And Valencia, hey everyone, we hope you have had a great weekend. Today we're just going to address a new update that was announced from USCIS, which is the immigration agency that processes all the immigration applications.
yeah, so we're talking today about N400 applications, which are most commonly known as citizenship applications, what they are, naturalization applications. And there are some changes coming on December 1st that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the changes to the citizenship civics test. So that's the civics test is the test you take when you attend your citizenship interview. So before we get into the new changes, let's first cover what the current citizenship civics test is like. Cynthia, what is the current test like right now?
The current test is made up of generally of 100 questions. There's a study guide that can be used to study those 100 questions. And of those 100 questions, you usually get asked 10 of those questions, and you have to answer 6 out of those 10 correctly. And the way that it works is, for example, they're asking you, they're on question number 6, and say if you've gotten all 6 correct, then you're done because you've passed the minimum amount required to pass the test. And this is like a test that it's a verbal test. It's not something that you write down, but that's how it currently works.
Yeah, so right now, starting December 1st of this year, so December 1st, 2020, the civics test is now going to change. So instead of giving you 100 questions to study from and practice from, you'll be giving 120 questions to study from and practice from. So that's an additional 20 questions that are adding to that packet for you to practice and memorize. Once you go to your interview, they usually start with the civics test. Instead of just asking up to 10 questions, they're going to ask you 20 questions. So of those 20 questions they ask you, you need to get 12 correct. So instead of only getting 6 correct, you now need 12 correct, and they're going to ask you all 20 questions. So let's say you get the first 12 correct. Instead of stopping there, they'll still continue to ask 8 more questions. So you'll be asked 20 questions, civic questions from that study guide you're given. And you now need to make sure that you answer 12 correctly to pass. So this is a significant change that we're seeing now, Cynthia, right?
Yeah, and while it may not seem like it's a big difference, right? Some people may be asking, well, it's just 6 more questions, just 20 more questions. But really, for a lot of people applying for citizenship, naturalizing themselves is a big deal, and it's scary and intimidating, and people are already overwhelmed with the 100 questions that they need to study. So adding 20 questions on top of that, requiring that people answer 20 questions, even if they've already passed all of the answers, that the minimum answers they need, just seems a little burdensome, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for why they're doing this, unfortunately. But the impact is that it's definitely going to deter people from applying and make it more intimidating for them.
Yes, totally. So we encourage you, assuming that you do qualify to apply for citizenship right now and you're eligible to apply right now, and if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to your local legal nonprofit or your local immigration attorney to see if you qualify and are eligible to apply right now. And if you don't want to be subject to the new test, get your application in prior to December 1st, 2020. And, we advise that if you don't want to have to practice those additional questions, get your application in before December 1st.
Exactly what Valencia said. So hopefully this has been helpful and provides some useful information. And as always, we will keep on giving updates as the days go by with any new changes that are happening on the immigration front or bankruptcy too. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.